Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now today we are going to talk about how to properly import scripts from files into the Scripty program. Now some of you may have had some problems importing your scripts. I know I did, and there was nothing more frustrating than having your program crash right in the middle of a crunch when you're trying to do your work. So today I'm going to show you what is going on and why your program keeps crashing, okay? So let's get started. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Monica and I've been a script supervisor for over 35 years. I'm now retired and now I make videos for you. So today we are going to be tackling how to import scripts into your Scripty program properly so that it doesn't crash your system. Okay, so let's go over a couple of things. Okay, so there are three types of scripts that Scripty will accept. One is a properly formatted, unencrypted PDF script. Two is a properly formatted final draft script. And three, a properly formatted screenwriter script. And the three format extensions it will accept are .pdf, .ftx, and .mmx. So make sure that your file has at least one of these extensions. Okay, so the Scripty program is designed to read and analyze scripts based on standard formatting. So what does that mean? It means that the script must be properly formatted in order for the Scripty program to read it correctly. So if the script isn't formatted properly, the Scripty program will crash during the import process, specifically when the file appears in the holding window and you're trying to download it. So this doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the program. I used to panic when this used to happen to me because I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to call tech support and have this fixed and everything. No, it actually means that it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. The crash is a built-in safeguard to prevent errors from being imported from an improperly formatted script. But don't worry, you're not going to lose any information if this does happen because it will be saved. So just remember, if Scripty crashes while you're importing a script, it's always because the script formatting needed to be fixed before it was downloaded. Okay, so now that we know what kinds of scripts can go into Scripty and the file extensions that it accepts, let's talk about formatting requirements because this is very important. There's 5 formatting requirements that must be in place before Scripty will accept it. So number 1, it has to have scene numbers. Okay, this is very important. This is the easiest one because you could look at it and you could say, okay, it has scene numbers, not a problem. Check that one off the list. Um, I ran into a problem with this one time when the producers were asking me for a timing and they hadn't put out a script with scene numbers yet. So what I did was I put the script into the final draft program. I generated scene numbers for it. I put it into my Scripty program, did my timing, I gave them the timing, and then I printed it out and then I deleted it so that when the AD put out his production draft with the scene numbers, then I was able to, off of my printed copy, I was able to just put in my scene numbers or my scene timings so I didn't have to do that again. And I put it in there and then, just went on from there. But that's a workaround when they're asking you for a timing and you don't have a script yet with scene numbers. Number 2, the pages have to be locked. Okay, so and usually these next 4 you're not going to find out until it crashes. All right, and if it crashes, don't call tech support. Call your script coordinator and ask them, hey, are the pages locked? If they're locked, then you can look at these other issues. But chances are the pages aren't locked. So what you need to do is ask them for a locked script. Number 3, the A pages need to be locked as well. So when you get revisions, those A pages have to be locked as well. And number 4, the script is not encrypted. Okay, so you have to make sure that that is clean as well. I ran into this situation when I was working on This Is Us, and they didn't want to reveal how Jack died, so they were sending out scripts that were encrypted. So this can be very touchy because it's very important that production, they don't want to get reveal any major story points, so they have to protect themselves. So what I ended up having to do was having to get a clean script from the showrunner's assistant directly because they weren't sending out uh, clean scripts to anybody. So that's what I had to do with that. And then finally, number 5, the script does not contain a watermark. Okay, so usually they will put your name across the script with the watermark so that they know that, so they can keep track of who, what scripts have gone out and whose they are. So if they see it on the set, they say, oh, that's Monica Ochoa. Let's give it to Monica if it's a hard copy. So you have to make sure it doesn't have a watermark. Okay, so those are the 5 requirements for formatting. Okay, so let's talk about workflow and best practices. Now, you want to make sure that you upload your files pretty consistently. So this helps things run more smoothly, and it can prevent potential issues, along the way. So you want to get into the habit of uploading your scripts during pre-production and while you're shooting. Okay, so you want to do it at the beginning of the day of your shooting day. You want to do it at lunchtime, and you want to do it at the end of the day. Now, to upload your files, all you have to do is click this button here, that will upload your changes and download your updates. It's also referred to as publishing. Okay, so now depending on the file size, that will determine how long it takes to upload the script. So usually it takes a couple of minutes, but you don't want to do this unless you have time because, depending on the size of your file, it may take a little while and you don't want to be doing that. Decide, oh, you know what, I want to upload my file. I have a couple minutes here, and then all of a sudden they start shooting it again and your file is uploading. So you want to do it when you have time. Now, once you click the tab to upload your file, you're going to get a pop-up that looks like this. Do not ignore them. Okay, 9 times out of 10, this means that you're about to do something that you cannot undo. So pay attention. And these pop-ups won't always have the yes and the no, in the same place. The yes may be in the no side, the no may be on the yes side. So make sure you pay attention when one of these pop-ups comes up. Okay, so at this point in the upload, you're going to read it. You're going to say, okay, are you sure you want to upload your changes and download updates? And you're going to say yes. Okay, so you're going to get another pop-up that comes up that's going to be asking you for your username and password. So you're going to put that information in there. Just scripting needs to know, where it's going to be attached to. So once you put that information in there, you're going to come to this window that is going to be your thinking window. And like I said, depending on how big your file is, will determine how long it's thinking. Then once your upload is complete, the message will close and it'll bring you back to your file, wherever you left off. Okay, so we've covered over the types of scripts that you can use on Scripty. We've also covered the extensions that it will accept. We've also covered the formatting requirements and how to upload and publish your script. I got to tell you, I wish I had a video like this when I first started because it would have saved me a ton of stress and constant emails and phone calls to tech support to figure this all out. Now they have it in their manuals so that you can go there and check it out as well. But it helps to have a visual, on all of this stuff. So anyway, I helped you out, and hopefully you won't freak out when it crashes on you because it's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. All right, everybody. That's all I have for now. And so stay tuned for more videos like this so I can go over some more features of the Scripty program. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when one of my videos does come out. And leave a comment if you have a question or to let me know what's working for you.